Hey drummers, how are you, my friends? It's nice to be here with you again. First, I just wanted to say thank you for those who commented on my latest video. I really appreciate that. It's absolutely fantastic to be connecting with all of you again. I wanted to talk about something today that I used to talk about all the time on Drumeo, and that's motion and movement. And the reason I used to talk about this is because so many people were so involved with the notation and the ability to read music that they forgot the whole aspect of drumming is about motion and movement. And many of the Drumeos, no offense to them, many of the Drumeo students, really, when you watched and saw them behind a set, their playing was terrible. Terrible. Bad movement, no dynamics, but they can read music like Mozart. So again, I want to revisit that whole aspect of motion and movement today very simply and give you an example of what I'm talking about. Because what I used to say is a drum is the end result. It's the end result of your thought, the motion and movement, and contact. The drum is just wood, mylar, and plastic, or in some cases, an electronic pad that's hooked up to a brain that has a pre-programmed sound in it. The whole aspect, everything that's happening is happening from you. And this is my hang drum, right? And these have a very specific way of being played. Delicate, a lot of fluid movement. If I sat and played this rigid, right? It's not going to work. But when you understand fluidity, when you understand the motion, when you understand the speed of your movement, the power of your movement is going to dictate the sound, then you know that it's going to sound beautiful, right? So I could sit here and do something, one of my own tunes, something simple like, right? And it's the movement. This is just a piece of metal that has tuning to it. I could do that same thing with completely different dynamics. I could do it without considering the timing of my movement. Right? All of these things. Every single aspect of what I'm doing, when you hear is all about the movement. Right? So when you're behind your set and you're sitting there playing, of course you want to play a beat. And look, it doesn't matter. I don't have to concentrate on the movement or anything. It's still a beat. But when you want to bring life to it, right there, that difference comes from the shift of movement because of the shift of perspective. And I used to say all the time, if you're sitting behind your drums and you're in a bad mood and you're frustrated and you're trying to just let that out on the drums, you're not doing anything creative or productive and you're not helping yourself. You want to sit down and breathe. For me, drums is an extremely meditative instrument. Let's think of this. Many of you are stuck. You're not moving forward. You're not getting faster. You're not developing any more fills or patterns. So why don't you try and do this? Take one thing, whether it's a linear pattern or moving around the drum set, and instead of trying to do it at blazing fast speed, do it completely in the opposite. Move in slow motion and just don't sit there doing it once. Do this every day, almost as a meditative state, feeling the motion and how when you lift your hand, your wrist just doesn't want to naturally stay there. Your wrist wants to move. There is a fluid motion to the human body. It's not a rigid beast. And if you sit there and practice these movements slowly, if you're sitting at your drum set and you're practicing first, okay, I'm going to go around my drum set, and you'll see there's a stiff position in my arms. And as you practice this slower and you start to focus and relax your body into it, you will realize that there's more of a fluidity available to you that will help you move easier around the set. And when you want to move faster, it won't just be about getting your arms around it. It'll be a combination of all of these things because you understand the motion, you understand the movement, and most importantly, you understand your symbiotic relationship between you and your drums, my friends. So please, don't give up. Don't give up. Even if you're not learning anything new, take every single thing you already play and break it down into that slow motion aspect and create an entirely different movement and feel for yourself. Now listen, it's not going to be easy. You know why? Because everything we do creates a habit. We are these very habitual beings. And you're going to sit behind your drum set and you're going to do this. And 3 minutes later, monkey brain's going to go, no, play it faster, play it faster. And you're going to blaze out, oh no, but Jay wants me to go slow. No, play it faster. And you're going to have that push and pull fluctuation. Don't sweat it. You've gotten through so many bad things in your life. You've gone through so many dark days. And here you are. You're still here today, surviving, moving forward, and breathing. It's the same thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When you fall, you get back up. When you make a mistake, you keep going forward, right? And it's the same thing. We don't linger onto those. We don't hold on to those. And we most certainly don't identify with our emotions and feelings because we are not those. They are just an experience, an event happening before us. So your drums, you have a beautiful connection with you. This is a physical instrument in front of you. It absolutely is reliant on your mind, your body, your spirit, and your movement. And that's why for me, drums is and always will be the greatest instrument that has ever been created, my friends. It's the truth. For me, it is. So happy drumming, drum on. And again, please, if there is anything specific going on in your drum life, that means your life beyond the drums and behind the drum kit. Anything, if there's something going on in your life that you are comfortable with sharing and expressing and letting out, please do so below. I would love and be honored to read it, hear it, and if I can possibly offer some advice, insight, guidance, I most certainly will. Other than that, my friends, have a beautiful evening and Happy New Year. We're going into 2022, my friends. No false hopes, no resistance, no expectations. Just being the change that I hope to see in the world. Take care, my friends. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.